Hey everybody, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's me, your homegirl, LaDosha Wright. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You know me, I'm the author of Who, What? The Curly Hair Adventures, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, and the Beauty and Barber Survival Plan. Today we are going to have a wonderful discussion about detangling hair after you take down the braids. Now this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful discussion because we are now in the wake of the Gorilla Glue Girl fiasco, which I really think is a bunch of malarkey. I mean, just think about it. When you touch glue, you know what happens when you use the, what do you think? You think it's real? No, I don't think that. It was a good way to get a lot of followers. But you know, when you touch glue, come on now. Okay, anywho. So now, let's do what you say. It's kind of questionable. So this is my guest here. We're kind of iffy about the Gorilla Glue. I've touched Super Glue and Gorilla Glue, and when you touch that stuff, it's over. So if she would have put it on the comb, it would have immediately stuck to the comb. And if she would have tried to slay her edges, it would have stuck to her fingers. I mean, that's not hairstyling products. So y'all can't believe everything y'all see. But what I do want you guys to believe what you're seeing this time is how to detangle Afro texture hair, any hair that's matted. So here's the trick. Now, what you want to do is have all your stuff ready. Remember, in my book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, which is available, the link and all that stuff is in the link at the bottom, is, you know, hair care and hairstyling are about three things: the right products, the right tools, and the right technique. So to get ready to detangle hair, what you want to do is have all of your stuff ready. A lot of people, when they see tangled hair, you get this visceral response like, oh my God, oh, I gotta comb out all this hair, she coming here with all this hair. Or you might do yourself like that. I hate my hair, maybe I should do the big chop, you know? So when hair gets matted, we typically want to just get through it real quick. Well, you know what? We can't microwave everything, but we can have a method to the madness. So what you want to do is have a low pH conditioner. Today, I'm rocking one of my favorite Diva Curls One Condition. Now, I know there's some concerns because she ain't white and there's some lawsuits. Hey guys, this stuff works, okay? So it's a low pH conditioner. I also sprayed her hair with warm water. Now, why are these two things so important? Is that number one, what they don't tell you at the hair salon, whoops, I just made a mess, is that this is what the hair looks like magnified a gazillion times. So the only reason why her hair is tangled is because this outer protein layer called your cuticle or keratin layer, these cuticle layers or keratin layers are up. So when you spray warm water, not by itself, do not use water by itself because the pH isn't low enough, but the warm water will soften the products that's in the hair, okay? So use the warm water to soften. And then also, I put all this conditioner and I just broke these apart. They're not detangled. So now you're going to take your conditioner. You need the right comb, no pun intended. I like this comb. This is my brand by Rev Air. And so, but you can get this, you know, other people make them, but get ours, of course, because we teach you knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is bring the tangles down. Now, if you're taking your comb through and you don't feel the tangles moving, no problem. Just take your fingers and start to break the tangles apart. Don't immediately grab the comb. And it's gonna kind of slide through, and then that way you're not pulling so much. And then what I do is I gauge and I ask, how am I doing? Am I doing a good job? Yeah. So I like to make sure that my customers feel very comfortable. I don't like to tell them stuff like, we black, so this gonna hurt. No, don't do that, okay? If you're hurting your customer, you know what that means? You don't know what you're doing, okay? So even if the customer is tender-headed, that's a whole nother conversation, but you don't want to exacerbate them being tender-headed by being aggressive. And you see that? Ta-da! So there she is, nice and detangled. How did that feel?
That feels great.
She said that felt. I didn't even pair this. This is not acting. This is the real deal. This is reality TV, guys. Okay, this is the real deal. So, did you think it was gonna hurt?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna hurt.
Okay. So, tell me typically what happens when you know, have you ever had your hair tangled before?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, did it hurt when you try to comb it out? So, give me an experience of what happened when you went to another place and got your hair detangled. What happened?
She just kind of took the comb. She didn't really part my hair out or anything, and she just took a rat tooth comb to a dry matted piece of hair.
So wait a minute, we about to get the tea on this situation. So you're telling me that you came in with your hair tangled, right? And she used a rat tail comb. She didn't try to soften it. She just started combing it.
She just started from the roots and started trying to comb it, and I had to stop her no.
She said, no. She said, homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that, okay? Homie does not, no homies don't play that, okay? So again, it's really matted, but I'm using the conditioners. The conditioners and the water is softening the hair by lowering the pH, which makes the cuticle lie flat. So the only reason why the hair is tangled like that is because the cuticles are up, and then the hair care products are kind of like, they're gelling. They're like, you know, like coagulating or something like, you know, getting together, getting all jiggy with it, okay? So you're getting this gel formation going on with the products. And so, and then the cuticles are raised, and so everything gets stuck underneath, and then voila, you have matted hair. But again, when you're using the right products, the right tools, and the right techniques, look at that. You don't get matted hair. So I'm just going to comb this through. Tilt your hair forward. Now, it's really important that you use resistance. Now, another big mistake that people make when they're detangling hair, and I see this when I'm training hairstylists, I'm just going to be the first to say, I'm just keeping the truth. I'm telling the truth according to proof. Y'all ready for this? I've had hairstylists quit on me. Like, LaDosha, you know what? You ain't my cup of tea, okay? And I understand that because the training for us here at the Reverence Design Team, first of all, reverence means to hold in the highest regard. And we're not holding people in the highest regard when we're insisting on taking things that's done in the home or culturally, and we try to apply them to professional platforms. Listen here, guys. Stop it. This ain't personal. This business. I mean, we ain't in love, are we, baby? You know, this business, okay? Now, this is my sweetheart. I might do something a little different. I don't know. Like, that's what you get for not combing your head. I don't want to hear that shit, okay? But this ain't my boo thing. This ain't my daughter, you know. And what you do in your home, you know what they say. What goes on in the house stays in the house. This is a professional business. So I can't take that position. So what happens is, bring your head back. So people will just, you know, and they...
Yeah.
Okay, now that's culture, personal. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm gonna tell you what it ain't. It ain't happening at the Reverence Design Team Hair Salon, and I don't do that professionally. It's just mean. It's no other way. I'm not making excuses or apologies. If you're in the hair salon and you're doing this, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen, because when you do this, remember, see your hair like this. As a matter of fact, show this to your natural hairstylist or your mama. You know, let's take it off the industry. Show it to your cousin who's snatching out your hair. Like LaDosha said that when you pull my hair back, these cuticles actually lift up. So what do you think that means?
Making me more tangled.
She ain't even the hairstylist. Boom, time to give it to you, okay? So she can figure this out. This ain't rocket science, people. Leave that up to Tesla. Don't you like Elon Musk? If you in the chat and you feeling Elon Musk, hit the heart button or the thumbs up for that brother, okay? So if she comes back, you know what? I'm going to lift the cuticles and it's going to tangle more. So she should be giving me resistance. So I know what you guys are going to say. Oh my God. When I was a kid, and mama and big mama and them used to do my hair, and we used to bring our hair back, what did they used to do? Crack you with that comb and say what? Hold forward. Now, you remember that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I know I have that experience. Now, Big Mama and Mama and them, you know, I keep telling y'all from the projects, I'm real projectish, okay? And so they didn't have words like the cuticle was lifting up and, you know, we're going to use some water and some lotion because we didn't have Diva Curl back in the day. We just used, what's that, Johnson's Baby Shampoo, Johnson's Baby Lotion. If you know about the Johnson's Baby Lotion, the comb and the goodie brush, please, by all means, subscribe to the LaDosha Wright channel here on YouTube, okay? Come on, y'all, help a sister out, all right? And so they didn't have all this fancy terminology. They just, you know, more than likely, these are the techniques that were passed down culturally. But now, you know, in hair care, things evolve. And so science starts to look into all of the phenomenon of why hair tangles. And then you can kind of tack on some social scientists, some psychology, some anthropology, you know, and then you can come up with a cultural context if you want to. Or you could just do what my big mama and my mama used to do, which is hold the head still. I said hold the head forward. If you wouldn't follow the comb, it wouldn't be hurting so much. So maybe our grandparents and Big Mama and them was actually onto something. So whether they had fancy terminology, whether they knew about the cuticle or not, I don't know, because my mother, did your mother say you're lifting your cuticles? No. Please stop doing that, sweetheart. They just said you're not listening to what the heck I'm telling you to do, okay? So I made that smaller. So of course she's gonna tilt her head forward, and then I'm going to go in with the comb, and look at that. Is that better? Yeah. Now, another thing that people do is they try to grab too much hair. Don't do that. Now, it's two reasons why you don't want to grab a large section. So number one, if you have tiny hands, like my mom, you're gonna really hate your kid or your husband or your loved one. If you're a hairstylist, you're gonna wanna be like, I'm charging this, she gonna pay for this. Now, it's not her fault that you don't know what you're doing. Because, do you think you can tell that a cosmetologist doesn't know what they're doing when they're in your head? Yeah. Can you share with my viewers, how do you know this person, she don't know what the heck, he don't know what he doing? How do you know that they don't know? I don't think they know what they're doing.
The wrong product. When they put the wrong product on my head, I already know, like it's a problem. And then sometimes the tools that they use, I automatically know it's going to be a problem.
Okay. You automatically. And so what happens when those things take place?
Usually, my hair doesn't feel much healthier than the state that I came in. It just seems like I kind of stayed the same. My scalp isn't like cleaned enough. My hair isn't smooth.
And they're blaming it on you, huh?
Yeah.
And they're saying, you know what? It's her fault. Because she light skinned. Look at her. Y'all see that light skin? She thinks she got good hair. You know, she's just a mulatto, a quadroon. You know, she's just a half-breed. You know, these mixed girls, they think they Puerto Rican, Peruvian, Chinese, Indonesian mixed with a little Jeep Cherokee. You know, anybody here mixed with Jeep Cherokee, I want y'all to come on now, subscribe to my channel. So she is describing just, these are some of the things, I'm making light of it, and I can do that because, you know, it's a joking video. But in real life, guys, you know, we do hear that kind of stuff, and we don't want to do that, okay? We do have technology, to her point. We do have technology, we have tools, we have all kinds of things that are available to us now that we don't have to rely on wives' tales and myths, and we definitely don't have to be abusive. We don't have to tell people, you know, you're just being a crybaby. You too big, you too old. You know, you knew this was gonna hurt, and you know, we gotta stop that. You know, and the reason being is because number one, unfortunately, a lot of African Americans, you know, to be honest, we really wasn't given any information on how to do our hair. And then once they began to put it in the profession of hairstyling, you know, they didn't really give us any education. They just allowed us to use words like black hair care, ethnic hair care, How about, this is the new favorite word now. It's got to be equitable, okay? And here's a new one. We have to stop the marginalization of the African Americans and the indigenous people and black and brown people. We have to stop this. Now, to the customer, and sometimes even the cosmetologist and the barber, you know, and the natural hairstylist, you know what we're asking, right? What does that mean? You know, what does it mean to be equitable? What does it mean to stop the marginalization? What does it mean to be fair, be righteous, be just, you know, with no actions? And to be honest, it doesn't have a vision that you can see. It has words that evokes feelings, right? So when you hear that this salon works with LGBTQ. When you read a website that says we work with transracial adoption. When you read a blog that says this is for people with mixed biracial. So you're going to get some good feelings behind it. But what does it look like? How does it translate into real life? So this video is what it looks like. So when you see hair coming in the comb, you want to remove it. This is equitable. This is not marginalizing, because you must remove it. Because equity, equitable, fairness, the Crown Act, anti-hair shaming, anti-discrimination, inclusion, remember that word? Inclusion was the big word about 3 years ago. This is what it looks like. So you want to actually have some skill sets to go with those words. You're going to touch your hair forward. And so now I'm bringing my tangles down, okay? And now I'm going to put my fist around it so she can't feel it. And now I'm going to begin to detangle using the Wright comb. I hope you guys can see that. One day I'm gonna have a TV show and I'm gonna have a cameraman and he's gonna be able to be all the way over this. But it's the pandemic, so people, I don't have nobody that want to wear a mask and hold a camera today. I tried to get my son, but he said hell to the no, okay? But you guys can kind of see what's taking place. Now to gauge, I'm gonna touch your head over. To gauge, I have to keep asking her, am I being too aggressive? All right, so that's the only way, because even in theory, this seems like it's working, but she might be sitting in the chair like, this shit hurt. Stop it. Your video is not, I'm just perpetrating, okay? So I got to ask her in real life. Why? Because I don't want to marginalize her. I want to be equitable. I want to be inclusive. How am I going to be inclusive in detangling her hair, and I'm not even going to ask her if I'm hurting? How am I going to be equitable? How am I going to be anti-marginalizing her if I don't, record a video so she can show her children or her cousin, or maybe she want to watch this again herself and say, how do I get my hair untangled again? Oh, that's right. I'm famous on YouTube. I've got 1 million likes. What the hell, Savage? All right. So again, now you might be asking, why are you not starting down here and working your way up? Now, starting down here, let me just do this. So I see these on the videos. They just start down here, and they just keep, and they keep going. And then hell no! Listen here. People sitting in the chair. Now, she may not have the vocabulary to articulate this nonsense that's taking place on her head. But remember now, she can feel it. This is real hair on real people in real life. Come on, y'all, say it with me. Real hair on real people in real life. So underneath this process are nerves. I know y'all might find this hard to believe. There's some nerves underneath. There's also a muscle called the erector pili muscle. Touch your head over. There's also a sebaceous gland that helps secrete the oil. Definitely hormonal activity. Also, her hair is actually growing at this very moment. And 80% of the hair is in an active growth state called anagen. So her hair is actually growing. So if I do everything incorrectly on top of emotional, psychosocial, psycho-emotional. You know, I'm making up words. Ain't no word psycho, but it sounds good, didn't it, y'all? Hit that. Come on, did y'all subscribe to my channel? Come on now. So if I don't take all of this and put it together, you know what? It's gonna hurt. You see how she tilted her head forward? Because she understands, this lady knows what she's doing. She's doing this video and she's detangling my hair. And guess what? She ain't taking all day. Now, what I told her is that if you go to a hair salon and your hair is in this condition, you want to be fair to the hair salon and let them know that the hair needs to be detangled. But now, hairstylists, natural hairstylists, when they come in and you go charge them for this, this can't hurt, this can't take all day. So I told her that this would be like per hour. I would charge her per hour, but I ain't gonna charge her today because she said, well, hell, you took half a damn hour trying to set up for the YouTube channel. So we can't do that now, okay? Now, come on now, hit that in the chat, okay? Would you want to pay me extra because it took me 30 minutes to set up for the YouTube channel? Keep it 100. Would you want to pay me for that? She said, I like you, Ladosha, but your ass is not that damn good, okay? So in all honesty, that's not fair. So, and I'm being cynical though, but for real guys, don't charge people extra and then you be slow, okay? Don't charge people extra and then you don't know what the hell you're doing. Because she just said, I can feel when a person is in my head and they don't know what they're doing. You can't say to her, excuse me, do you have your cosmetology license? No. I hear her hairstylist say that all the time. Do you have license? You can't come in here trying to tell me what. Have you ever heard something like that before? Yeah. she said, oh, don't say you're giving up the thing, okay? Equitable, not marginalizing, inclusive. Take the hair out the comb, people. All right? Now, this is her hair. It was matted. How long has your hair been braided up?
For like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So her hair had been braided for 3 weeks. So that's what's coming out. It was really matted, okay? So I also shared with her, she's not a good candidate, you can rest back, for like those little tiny braids because her hair is so soft. So I recommend that she do braids, and she's also a new mom. So new moms don't have time for hair. I got two babies, okay? They grown now. And no, I did not look like this even when I was on welfare, okay? When you have kids, listen here, hair is not on the agenda because y'all know the routine, okay? So you might think that braids would be the obvious because you could just braid it up. But what happens is because she's so busy, she's very busy. Her career is, she's an essential worker. Her career is very demanding. So the hair is going to get kicked to the curb. So I would not recommend that she do single braids, box braids. I would get myself locked on a schedule of like some stitch braids or, excuse me, I'm sorry, some cornrow braids, you know, going to the back. Something where she can have access to her scalp and not get in the rut of leaving the style in too long, because braids, let's just keep it 100. When you put braids in your hair, you be like, shoot, for $200, I'm gonna leave these in for about 2 more weeks. Yeah. And then 2 weeks pass and you say, shit, for $200. And I sat there for 6 hours of sitting, I'm gonna leave these in for 3 more weeks. And, you know, and then the 3 weeks pass, you know, and then you say, well, hell, I drove all the way across town and I paid $200 and I sat for 6 hours. I'm gonna leave this in for 2 more weeks, okay? And then before you, and then you say, oh my God, I got kids, I gotta nurse this baby. My boyfriend wanna have sex tonight. Oh my Lord, he gonna mess up my hair. You know what? I'm gonna leave these braids in for 2 more days, okay? And then before you know it, guess what? 2-3 months have passed, and guess what you got in your hair? The sew-in is still in. The braids are still in, and now your hair is matted, and you got these people on this, these platforms saying, do the big chop, just cut it all off. Yeah. Just go and start all over again. Start all over again with the same situation. Don't do the big, I've hated the big chop. Never been a big fan of the big chop because it just, it's just, now if you don't want your hair, then by all means, cut it off. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want long hair, so that's a whole nother video. But most people do want their hair. A lot of people did the big chop because they really thought they had to, okay? Have you ever done the big chop before? She said, I know, Shaniqua. That's my alter ego, Shaniqua, at Kilo Low. If you have an alter ego, you know what I want you to do? Subscribe to my channel, okay? All right, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, by all means, please, put me some comments in the chat. You can email me. Yes, I do virtual appointments. I do appointments in real life. Don't be trying to troll me. Somebody tried to troll me. Can y'all believe that? Yes, I was like, why you trying to troll Kilo? I'm from the hood. We don't play that, okay? So here we have it. But I am here for you. I'm being funny. So, I'm here for you, all right? And so that's her hair again. How are you feeling?
Good.
Okay, I'm not going to lose sight that even though I'm making a video, we are 25 minutes into this process. And yes, I just want to make sure she's feeling good because I don't want to lose sight of being what? Equitable, okay? How's your bum?
Good.
Your booty ain't hurt too much? Now, this take a long time. Sometimes the booty going to hurt. That's also included. People do have to use the bathroom, so don't forget that either, okay? Now I'm using some more water. Now she is still a little matted. Let me just bring this over this way. All right, excuse me. All right, need to get some water a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so it's still a little matted, okay? So remember, I want to be equitable. I want to be anti-hair shaming. I want to be inclusive. Let's not forget Black power. Ain't nothing worse than these Black power folks, buying these weaves from these hair slaves. I ain't mean to say that. Okay, yeah, I know what y'all doing out here. Y'all buying all these hair weaves and these folks in Indonesia and Vietnam and they over there, just working for pennies, shaving off people's heads, and y'all putting this stuff in your head, running around talking about we want equity, we want fairness, but deprive the Indonesians, deprive the Vietnamese, go over there and deprive them and make them work so we can slay our ponytails and put Gorilla Glue in it. Only in America can you go down like that, okay? Only in America can you talk about anti-slavery during Black History Month, but you want to enslave other people so that you can have some weave in your hair. I'm going there today. Yes, I am. We got to think about this stuff, all right? So remember, we want to be equitable. We want to be fair. We want to be inclusive. Now, that's not coming out, so I'm going to put some conditioner and watch. You see what's happening? Ooh, there it is, okay? We got it out. Now she has a legitimate knot there. A legitimate knot, but I'm not going to do this. The ends are the oldest part of her hair. That's another reason why. Don't do this, because all of this, you're snatching the ends out. I knew it. I tried to tell her she didn't want to listen to me. Then stop going to her, okay? If the hairstylist isn't be coming to you, then you should be coming to me. No, just kidding, guys. No, listen here. Hairstylists, sometimes, we like to hear from you guys. So don't be getting on Google and start, don't assassinate their character. Just have a nice, candid discussion and say, Shaniqua, can I talk to you about the way you comb my hair out? I'm not trying to be funny. And then, because most people have a good relationship with their hairstylist, you know what I'm saying? So you should be able to, talk candidly with your stylist about your hair. And if not, now to be honest, you might really want to rethink. And so there's the little knot, but it was just a knot. I did not take out her hair, okay? How did you feel about that?
I feel good. I didn't know you took it out.
All right, that's like a shot, Oh, I should have been a phlebotomist or something. No, I can't even spell phlebotomist, okay? All right, so here we go again. I'm going to detangle from the regrowth. And I'm just gonna put my, you see that resistance? See how she just kind of went over a little bit? All right, so remember, you don't want to follow the comb because you will cause the hair to tangle even more. You must use the right comb. Now, I'm not trying to sell y'all the comb, but I am trying to sell y'all the comb because y'all need to stop using the wrong comb. So I'm gonna get a wide tooth comb, okay? Let me just get one over here. I got several of them. We got the camera, and maybe I'll throw you $1 through the screen, okay? All right, did y'all throw her $1 through the screen? Oh, okay, now, she take money now, cash app her. Cash app at LaDosha, comb my hair out, okay? So here's one of those wide tooth detangling combs. Now this hair's got some tangles down here. So I'm gonna use this comb, can you rest back for me? And I'm gonna comb through her hair and I'm gonna ask her, how does it really feel? How does that feel?
It feels a little different from what you was doing.
Does it feel better? Or?
It feels a little harsher.
A little harsher.
Like, yeah, I could feel like.
I'm pulling it, Now I'm gonna detangle it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna detangle it. All right, so that was the detangling comb. Remember, detangles are supposed to get the tangles out. All right, and so we got it detangled, but it didn't feel as nice, okay? I'm not gonna add any water, I'm not gonna cheat. I don't want y'all, she's just trying to sell her comb, because I am trying to sell my comb, but I'm gonna do it the right way. Y'all got me, okay? So now I'm gonna take my comb, same technique. All right, go in.
Yeah, I
And
like
how you like that?
that. I like that.
You like
That's
that?
relaxing.
It's relaxing.
Yeah.
And you also see what's happening? It's catching the hair. See, the other comb leaves the hair in the head. And that's why she was feeling the tangles, because the hair was being left in. And because the cuticles are responding to the climate. Even though I have conditioner on her hair, Afro hair don't give a flying flute fart. It's gonna keep doing what? Lifting. So even though I'm detangling it, the conditioner is decreasing the likelihood of it tangling back up, but it's not gonna stop it 100%. This is why you guys have to have some knowledge. People are always trying to watch these videos. Listen here, guys, you can't microwave knowledge. I stole that from Asar Imhotep. Y'all go check his page out on YouTube, but on egg, yeah, he deep, okay? But you cannot microwave everything. Everything has a gestational period. I mean, you had a baby. Can you imagine you got pregnant today and then tomorrow you was going into labor? You know, you ain't got the, you don't have a baby. Oh, come on now. Give me 9 months to get ready for the baby, okay? So if it takes 9 months for a baby in gestation before you can deliver it, you can only imagine what it really takes to understand Afro hair and truly be equitable. Truly not marginalized, truly not be racist, truly not hair shame. Why would you fight for a crown act with no technique? Why would you fight for anti or pro-black, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you're still doing things that oppresses and hurts other people in the name of you black is supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to hurt. You're supposed to go out and get more education. You have to avail yourself to the information that's out there. We are at the end of our video. Her hair is nice and detangled. So of course I am going to go and shampoo her hair in these sections. And that way it won't tangle. She's gonna have a wonderful experience. You guys, please hit the thumbs up because she was most certainly a trooper. No, I am not going to charge her per hour. I'm telling y'all right now. She's gonna get off and then go back there and charge that girl all that money. No, I'm not going to do that. Plus, she ain't gonna pay it no damn way, are you? She's like, I don't care who the hell you is. I'm not paying you for nothing, okay? All right, so we have her together. We thank you guys so very much. Thanks for playing with us. I I hope you have enjoyed this and learned something new today about using the emotion quotient and knowledge to be a better assistance to your loved one and most certainly your customers in a hair salon, because after all, we are dealing with real hair on real people in real life. And you know what I say when I'm always signing out, right? Check out my podcast. It was voted the top 25 podcasts to listen to in 2021 by FeedSpot. It's titled What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. If you want some of these lovely products, go check out Diva Curl. I'll put that description in the link. But also you can get my products, the Wright Haircare products inside my Amazon store, and the comb is going to also be in the description, and you can visit my Rev Air to get the comb. Now we're talking about a whole lot of love, a whole lot of peace, and definitely a whole lot of hair. But if you ain't got no hair, don't want no hair, can't stand hair, as a matter of fact, you plan on cutting it off in 2021, don't worry about it. Just rub your beautiful bald head. You don't know about the bald head. I'm king of the beat. I know it says pumpkin, but we from Cleveland and we say bald head.